with two tight ends. Screen. Pulls it in. Has the first down and a whole lot more. And that's Tillman in on the stop. First and 10. Set up screen. And Kuechly in on the tackle. He caught the winning touchdown in overtime in the NFC title game in January of 2015. Jermaine Kearse.
Well, he showed everybody that he has toughness. He can run routes. He's got good size. That's everything you want in a wide receiver.
Second and 10. The Seahawks now move the chains.
Wilson's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get to completion. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And he's forced to the ground.
Good job with his safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's shown us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
This next snap will take place at the 19. Jackson is in the backfield. Jackson's going to receive the toss. And that's good for only a yard or two. Star Lotulelei brings this team unbelievable energy.
Well, he's a defensive lineman where you just can't look at his stats because they lie. His numbers might not be big, but his presence is felt on the field because he occupies a couple blockers and frees up some of his defensive lineman teammates.
Got a flag down here. And it's caught by Kearse. Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. Third and 11 after the penalty. Intercepted. A foot race to the end zone. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Gotta love a defense. It's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick. He'll take it from the 1. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. The Seahawks have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field. And then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players. And, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
Davis gets the sack of the quarterback.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
The Panthers defense now is going to go nickel. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 25. Kuechly's able to read that play and make the hit.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
On the way, third down. The Seahawks are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Wilson from the shotgun. Jackson's got it on a pass that
going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
The Seahawks had a fourth down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burned a timeout.
The coach is going to go for it. Wilson's got two tight ends on the field for this snap. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 40. They run the counter play.
We're all geniuses after the fact. The fact that you just failed on a fourth down try, you go, oh, man, I wish we'd have punted it. No, you got to make those decisions. You got to live with it. And now you hope the defense can come out there and stop the other team's offense.
One last play before the quarter ends. Brown's got the catch and the first. Welcome back to this defensive showdown. First down, offense readying for the snap.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
Second down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle.
Not able to get away from Chancellor.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
The Panthers come to the line. The first down marker is at the 16. Bennett with the sack.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Going for it on fourth down. Newton's lined up. Two tight ends set. Brought down.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Seahawks offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
The Seahawks offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Loss of 4 on the play. It's third down coming up.
The Seahawks get set at the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first.
Freddie Jackson with the reception. And this is what this defensive unit needs to keep doing. Making stops on third down, getting the ball back to the offense, and hoping they can find the rhythm on that side.
I love what the defense has done so far. Of course, we see the hustle, and they're playing hard, but they're being smart. And when you put all those things together, you get good play. Well, I think the offense made the right decision here. They're at a position, out there where it's too far for a field goal, and they're too close to punt. I agree with it. Go for it on fourth down.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Launching it deep. Pass is intercepted. And no return as this goes for a touchback.
Richard Sherman can really play. He can really talk, too. He likes to tell everybody how good he is, and he can back it up. That was a beautiful interception.
Wilson's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Quick screen to Baldwin. They tackle him for a loss.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
This will be second down. It's Jermaine Kearse coming down with it.
It takes really good corners to play a defense where you challenge the wide receivers and just play them man-to-man coverage. I don't think this defense has that kind of quality corners.
Wilson's completion percentage, 80% on the day. Baldwin's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count.
What we saw there was probably the #1 route all teams work on when they go to training camp. The curl route. Find the open space in the defense. Quarterback throws it in there. Good job.
It'll be 1st and 5. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Wilson comes out in the pistol. Second down and a long way to go. The defense gets another sack.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
Wilson's going to kill the clock with the spike as we near halftime. The scoreboard says it all. A big, bold 0 on the scoreboard for that team as the defense has completely frustrated them, Phil.
Wouldn't surprise me to see the coach go in at halftime and make some changes on the offensive side. So, man, if you're lucky enough to survive halftime, you better come out and play a lot better in the third quarter.
The Seahawks not punting. Going to go for it on 4th down. Launches it down the field. What a one-handed catch. On his way. The 10. Man in for the touchdown. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
Whitaker on the return. The tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field, They're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 25.
Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.